One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Tread carefully. It seems our every step is being watched.
You say that, but I sense no hostility. Whatever's going on here, I don't think they mean us any harm.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care then.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. As you likes.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
You'll not believe the journey I've had. I'll wager my horizons are broad.
Are we to depart at this hour? I cannot see why we should choose to stumble around in the dark.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Feeling rested, I trust?
No doubt you're dazzled by...
Oh, how lovely. I'll have to remember this place. Fancy a look at my wares?
Oh, need someone to talk to?
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used. 'Twas a fine journey we shared. Wherever your travels take you, I pray you go in health.
Since you look at my wares.
You look upon me so expectantly. Are we acquainted?
I'm glad to see you in such fine fettle, Arisen. You're even more impressed. I'm well glad to be traveling by your side again.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence. And in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
If you're curious, why not ask my lord yourself? You'll find him.
Fancy a look at my wares?
You'd best go else. There's no business to be had here. That's...
We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here?
The rules at your
There's
neck.
got to be something fun to do.
Must remember to dust the shelves.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Something good will come of today. I just
The
know
rules
it.
at your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for your Majesty's assistance.
So someone saw fit to monitor you all the way over in Batal? I suppose that means you're famous, Master.
There is much we ought to tend to. If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the Godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of your Majesty's whereabouts. The Oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration. You have my fullest confidence. Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Pray, follow me.
You have my fullest confidence. Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Just as it should be.
We have arrived.
Good tidings, friend. As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Come to think of it, the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. I hope never to experience the like of that sensation again.
Say, well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing...
I've heard there's a means to tell if someone who claims to be Arisen is a... See, there's an oracle up in the palace, whose powers allow her to divine whether the Arisen yet lives. There's only one Arisen in the world, so no matter how... Although, come to think of it, is that really proof?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
There's a ladder here.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure. Fancy a look at my wares?
Need anything?
How dare you? Where to next?
I suppose that's enough for one day.
Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, many thanks. I appreciate the business. Fancy a look at my wares?
I must remember to dust the shelves.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Need anything? Stop by again soon.
How might I be of service? Well met, sir.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Look as long as you please.
Interested in my ware? Many thanks.
Couldn't hurt to put my feet up a moment.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. Welcome, good sir. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. Much obliged, sir. Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Racket.
I'm in fine fettle.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Beg pardon, sir. See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see it wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Townspeople depend on me.
Could use a bit of it.
Somehow my feet always carry me.
Mindless labor is for mindless men.
Oh, goodness me.
We have our sovereign, do we not? He will...
I heard from Captain... As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon... 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye o'er it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not, and if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only I am in no position to make demands, of course. Glad I am to see you well. I've been no progress as yet, then. Well, should you uncover anything...
Our soldiers need better training.
Can't stomach
Dull
places
days
like
for us are a sign that all is
well.
When does
But you can never be sure.
such quietude is a blessing?
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Tranquil places such as this.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new.
Greetings. You seek God. You need only make a worthy offering. I have seen your path. May these... You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
I don't know what to do.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trade.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? No, but know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well, I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort. One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you... I know not who this Phasis is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more. Ah, you've returned. Oh, my spectacles. Well done, sir. With these, I shall have no need to fear any letters, be they small or faintly scrawled. I shall learn aught I can, that the day might come when I... Take this as a token of my gratitude.
Can't say I'm any happier to see this bow than the last time we crossed paths. I think I've earned a rest. My head hurts just thinking about it.
I can't stand much more of this.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Working this field's all I know. I'm not strong. Will someone do aught about this?
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Though I cannot be sure how 'twill aid us, I do believe there is more to that letter than we yet understand. And should you learn something, truly, then my mother and this man are... my thanks for looking into... Alas, I had hoped 'twould be of greater use to our cause. No one has any care for me beyond my...
Mayhap I'll come to you another day to my
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
I'll teach him a lesson they won't soon forget.
Apologies, but I...
Not sure what got me out of bed at this hour.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
They can be most convenient.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Come on! Don't grab you!
Strike with highest fury!
Than that. Let me get that.
It's this way.
Time to hit the sack.
Say, it was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few, to be quite truthful. I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. Unless you were to find it.
The Jadeite orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry. The Jadeite orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
I've got nothing for ye.
Who are you then?
Can't say I've any tidings to...
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it? Could it be aught if I cannot dissuade you from pressing onward?
Peruse at your leisure, sir. Got to press on. There's much needs doing.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just life.
Well, hello there, sir. What can I do you for? Not that... Ah, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Do come again? Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the...
Morris! I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rod was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that? If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
A simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service.
It seems this Jadeite Orb is in high demand. 2 people have asked us to find it now, but only one of them can have it.
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Well met, sir. How was the day treating you then?
Please, stranger.
I cannot help but be wary.
Where are you going?
Pray, sir, seek out the Jadeite Orb. As for where to look, you could try asking a bandit, or someone who's apprised of illicit dealings. Might not be...
The flowers that bloom around here glow come night. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature works in mysterious ways.
How might I be of assistance?
You'll never believe this, but the other day, I saw an elven woman and a dwarven man walking hand in hand. Normally, you put an elf and a dwarf in the same room and they'll be trading blows before you can blink. Mayhap my eyes deceived me.
The flower, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual?
I follow my whims, wheresoever.
Aye, I met Roger by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. When I asked, he would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe, and we parted ways. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarpering with him and its jewels. Poor lad. Pray help him if you can, sir. He...
I grow restless when I do the same thing along.
Greetings! We see a great many customers given our location, so... interested in my wares? Can't remember the last time I had a...
Well met, son. How am I going to
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Many would call themselves a master. Few truly are. Hope to see you again.
Well
It's
met,
been a
son.
hard day.
How am I going to be of service?
Each day is the same as the one of Tory. I tell you, it's a luxury.
Not time to be heading home.
All my peers seem so much more capable and chanced than to be ready.
Pray, sir, seek out the jadeite. As for where to look, you could try asking a bandit.
What ought I to do?
Well, if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for your... Hope to see you again.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
Well met, son.
I've got to
How am I gonna be of
focus.
service?
My shift's only just begun.
My feet always take me here.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. And so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all.
Follow my lead.
At least I have my... That's something.
been up to today?
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine... Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal.
What is it? What is it? The appraisal's not yet done.
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again.
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Say it isn't so! What am I to do without it? Master Everard shall kill me if I tell him I've lost it. Forgive me, sir. I bear you no ill will. You did all you could on my behalf, I'm sure, but I'd best take my leave of you. I must needs find...
I got nothing for ye.
Could it be aught befallen the sen? If I cannot dissuade you from pressing on.
Here to ask aught of me,
There are quite a few beastrons are in Batar. Strange that, considering some say vermin.
Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be distracted.
Lots to do.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy some. And see the truth for you. Many thanks to you. In my life. Only fools do.
Golds.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Alas, It would seem I've taken on too much.
Let's see. What can we do without?
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. I enjoy tackling fierce foes. Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must have...
Tis a pleasure to meet you. Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
It's hard to imagine.
You'll never believe this, but the other... Normally, you put an elf and a dwarf...
It's this way.
Sir. Shame there are. I rather enjoyed hearing it said to dis...
Aye, he had what looked like a bundle of grass with him. Only he would say no, yet no, sir. I charged to his poor lad. Pray help him if you can, sir.
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way on. And I still recall his smile when he told me about... Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again?
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my magic consume your weapons with the fury of the elements. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Oh, I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Please descend. We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. Our worst place is to make camp.
The sun has yet to set. We could rest here now or press on an hour longer.
Ice's sting is yours to wield. You have my protection.
seem our foe is unbalanced.
There is no better time to strike.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
This foe is nigh unstoppable when 'tis ready. We must do all we can to prevent it from losing its temper.
Then we best fell it quickly, or else wait till its fury subsides.
Say, does this foe not remind you of a certain someone we've met?
What is the matter? We are under attack. When their skulls beyond repair.
Well fought, Arisen.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
Outstanding.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to me. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our bones. Ordered out.
You will not live to regret this.
All together now. We attack as one.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
One of our number is unconscious.
One that will work in our favor.
Fall back, and I'll defeat you with my magic. Point right there. know better.
Plenty more where that came
Our foe appears to have grown mysterious.
Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to have conserved their strength.
A focused attack will end this foe.
Ice's sting is yours.
Must. We ought to quit the field ere the option is taken from us. When our curatives run out.
I'm not sure.
I will protect you.
Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
As a matter of fact, curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. Oh, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust? Let me get that.
Have you forgotten?
I've a modest talent for spotting materials.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is... rest.
We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out...
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out.
How are we to get through this door?
Our traits mesh well. Together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
We ought to have no trouble on the journey ahead.
'Tis as you say. What has come over you, Arisen?
One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We must take care not to throw it away by mistake.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
It is rather high. It might be beyond our reach. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
You have my protection. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
You're trying to piss me off.
Try me! That's what
That was hard won.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favor us.
This ox cart's bound for Ver. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Would that ox carts were a bit safer. And a bit swifter, too.
Drivers can be a decent source of gossip. Our foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Well done. Quickly, Arisen, you must regain your footing.
Never thought I'd sing the name of in your head.
Here, an enchantment of cold. These are those.
I managed to grab hold.
Not a bad.
All together now. The attack has won.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
I'll slit your bleeding throat.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Here we go again.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
Well aware of the potentials.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
My magic can imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I can scarcely see a thing in the smoke.
It was a glorious success.
Would that we might always be so in.
What's going on? How did I get here? I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Very well. I shall return.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer.
grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you. Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat. Need anything? Many thanks.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
One can never be too careful.
Fancy anything for my wares?
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
That old fool wouldn't last a day without me.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Got to find more places to buy my stock.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.
What to make of this?
Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here to buy. Hope to see you again.
There's ought to be said, peace and quiet.
I can't seem to
It's been a hard day.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
What to do?
A group of bandits has been terrorizing the roads of late, targeting our ox carts and the cargo they carry. They call themselves the Coral Snakes, and they are no common thieves. They are organized and deadly efficient. And worse still, they are without scruples. They have been killing and stealing in equal measure. Devils, The lot of them. What say you? Would you lend your aid in catching them? Many thanks, sir. I shall be glad to know someone is doing aught to help us. You all begin by scouring for their hideout. It must be somewhere near the highway, for that has been their primary target thus far. Mayhap you could learn aught by speaking with some survivors of the raids.
Say, did you hear? There's been another ox cart raid. How many is that now?
Dunno, but I'd wager it's the work of bandits. Gotta be them coral snakes again, eh? Sir Lissandro's been iron hands in a bid to flush 'em out. Though they haven't found 'em yet.
Well, if they're not caught soon, we'll be seeing shortages. Mark my words.
Got to find out what this town needs and sell it.
Bones.
Feels here.
We've naught to discuss.
I think
There's value in...
I only work when I fancy.
Interested in my wares? Looking to lay your head? We've soft beds aplenty. Pleasure doing business with you.
I am.
Perhaps you've a moment to spare. Are you here by appointment? Perhaps you've a moment to spare, an ear to lend.
Food? Have you any food? Many thanks. I'm still very hungry.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off.
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long.
Many of our citizens view pawns as bringers of calamity, and hatred for their ilk is common here. Yet so boundless is Empress Nadinia's mercy, that even lowly pawns may benefit. 'Twas she who decreed that no pawn may be forced into unpaid servitude or subjected to acts of violence. Oh, how magnanimous her heart, how generous her spirit.